Now, Colin Cowherd, I got a lot of respect for him, but he took some shots at Justin Fields and he called him the big four-letter word, and that is a bust. And I think that he's completely wrong about how he views Justin Fields. He said that he's 5-20 as a starter. He was on a 10-game losing streak at one point. He has a passer rating in the 70s. Right now, he is a YouTube quarterback. His highlights are great. Right now, Justin Fields is a bust. And this is why I disagree with Colin Cowherd on this, because I watched this live and I remember when he said this. He left out the fact that Justin Fields didn't have any good receivers last year. Darnell Mooney, he didn't play the whole entire season. Chase Claypool didn't do anything. He was a dud. The Steelers are really good at developing and finding good talent at wide receiver. If they want to trade you a wide receiver, it's probably because that dude isn't that good. He was throwing the guys such as Equanimeous St. Brown and Dante Pettis. Dante freaking Pettis. Colin Cowherd, you remember Dante Pettis, but not from anything that he's done in the NFL. You probably remember him from what he did in college. So Justin Fields was throwing to Equanimeous St. Brown, Dante Pettis, when Darnell Mooney goes down. And even when they did have Darnell Mooney, you know that Darnell Mooney isn't a true number one option. He's just a really good Robin. He's not a Batman. Justin Fields wasn't really given a good offensive line either. He was tied for being the most sacked quarterback in the league last year with Russell Wilson. Justin Fields, the only thing he really could do was run the football at a really high level. The Chicago Bears didn't want to throw the football, not because they didn't trust Justin Fields as a passer, but it's because who the hell was he going to throw the football to? You expect Justin Fields to be able to have a great passer rating when he has arguably the worst receiving core in the NFL last season, behind one of the worst offensive lines, if not the worst offensive line in the league last year? How is he ever going to have time to be able to throw the football enough to be able to effectively show you that he's a good passer? Justin Fields, for him to be able to take the steps as a passer like Jalen Hurts and Lamar, he needs better protection up front. That's simple. Any of the best young quarterbacks in the game right now have great receivers and a decent offensive line. And if they don't have both, they have one or the other. Jalen Hurts had both. Joe Burrow, yeah, he hasn't had a good offensive line, but he's had great receivers ever since he stepped into the league. Lamar Jackson went to the Baltimore Ravens, a fantastic organization that built the offense around him, and he also had really good offensive lines. Justin Fields hasn't been awarded an equal opportunity compared to some of the other quarterbacks in the game that we consider to be better than him. The Chicago Bears this season have a way better team around Justin Fields. I think it's way too early to be giving Justin Fields the bust label. He was learning a new system last year. He had to get used to learning another playbook. The key to young quarterbacks being successful is being able to have stability on the coaching staff. You saw what happened to Mac Jones last year when Josh McDaniels left. Justin Fields is going into year 2 under Matt Eberflus and Luke Getsy's system. He has a proven number 1 wide receiver and DJ Moore. You're also going to have a healthy Darnell Mooney and whoever else you have step up as your third receiver. And you got Cole Kmet, who is a pretty decent tight end. Your run game is going to be really good. The offensive line should be improved. Tevin Jenkins was pretty solid at offensive guard. You got a really decent left tackle. And you also drafted Darnell Wright, who I thought was the best tackle coming out of this past year's draft. This is a really good, solid supporting cast that the Bears have given Justin Fields. So I think this is the year that should be the make or break year for Justin Fields. There's no more excuses. He's going to be more comfortable in the system, better receivers, better supporting cast. So if you're going to call Justin Fields a bust, Colin Cowherd, I probably think that this would be a good year to be able to get a good tell of what Justin Fields is as far as him being an NFL quarterback. But Colin, for you to call Justin Fields a bust, I think is way too early in his career, and I have to strongly disagree with you on your take that he's a bust. You got to remember that he had the worst receiving core in the NFL, especially with Darnell Mooney getting injured, Equanimeous St. Brown, Dante Pettis. Those guys wouldn't even be wide receiver threes on the majority of teams in the NFL. If one of those guys have to start for you at receiver, you're in trouble. Why would the Chicago Bears want to have Justin Fields throwing the football 30 plus times a game when he's throwing to the worst receivers in the NFL? He also was behind the worst offensive line in the NFL last season. He was tied for being the most sacked quarterback in the league last year, Colin. You expect this dude to turn glitter to gold behind the worst offensive line in the league, throwing to guys like Dante Pettis and Equanimeous St. Brown? What are your expectations? No other young quarterback has been able to be successful with at least having a good receiving core or a good offensive line. Joe Burrow has great receivers. So did Jalen Hurts in a great offensive line. Justin Herbert has not been given what some of the better quarterbacks in the game have been given. He's been given doo-doo. And if you watched any of the Bears games last season, the majority of the reason why they had opportunities to win those one possession games was because of Justin Fields. Justin Fields was the Chicago Bears. You want to know why he had to make all those highlight reel plays? Why he had to make all those highlight reel runs? Because the offensive line sucked. That's why he had to run. Justin Timothy Fields this year is going to show y'all this season. I promise y'all. Please keep sleeping on Justin Fields, because when he ends up going off this season, I can't wait to see how you guys start trying to flip-flop, being like, oh yeah, like I knew it was a chance. No. I think this is the make or break year that should be the deciding factor on what Justin Fields is.